Hi kids, I'm Professor Bill. Let's learn about multiplication today. It's like magical math shortcuts. Are you ready? Let's start this math adventure. Multiplication lets us combine equal groups fast. It's different from addition where we combine two different numbers. In multiplication, we have multiple equal groups we put together. Like if we have 3 boxes of pencils with 5 pencils in each box. We can skip counting the pencils one by one and instead multiply to get the total fast. Let's learn the multiplication sign. Can you make this X shape with your arms? The X means to multiply the numbers. We'll do some multiplication examples together next. Let's pretend we have 3 baskets, and each basket has 3 balls. How many total balls do we have? First, let's count the baskets. 1 basket, 2 baskets, 3 baskets. Now let's look in the first basket and count 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls. How many balls are in each basket? 3 balls. So if each of the 3 baskets has 3 balls, to find the total, we can multiply. 3 baskets times 3 balls in each basket equals. When we multiply 3 times 3, it means 3 groups of 3. Let's solve it by skipping the counting this time. 3 groups of 3 is 9. So 3 rows of 3 balls equals 9 balls total. As we just saw, multiplication and addition are good friends. Multiplication is a shortcut for addition problems. We can think about 3 times 3 in 2 ways that give the same answer. 3 groups of 3 can be written as 3 plus 3 plus 3, which equals 9. And 3 rows of 3 can be seen as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Both ways give us 9. Let me hear you say it again. 3 times 3 equals 9. Now that we know the basics, let's try more multiplication examples. I'm going to show you a few examples, and I want you to solve it by breaking it into addition or counting groups. Okay, what is 2 times 3? Remember, X means multiply. Excellent. 2 times 3 is the same as 2 plus 2 plus 2, which equals 6. Or we could have counted it in groups of 3. Let's try another. 4 times 2, which can be written as 4 plus 4, which makes 8. And 5 times 3 means 5 groups of 3, so the answer is 15. Friends, do tricky multiplication questions make your head spin? Not to worry. I will share a way to make it easier for you to learn as well as find the answer easier. This is called the multiplication table. Let me dazzle you with a demonstration. When questions like 12 times 9 come your way, simply gaze into this magic grid. Scan along the left side to find the number 12. Now flick upwards to see 9 at the very top. Tracing your finger to the box where they cross reveals the mystical answer to be 108. The table has shown us 12 times 9 equals 108. Math made easy. I'll conjure another math magic trick. Will you lend me your ears? If asked, what is 6 times 8? We peer into the crystal grid, march along to find 6, then rise to meet 8. At their crossing flashes the solution, 48. The table tells us 6 times 8 equals 48. Here's one more example to try. Will you assist me? Where in this chart does 5 meet 7? They cross paths at 35. So if asked, what is 5 times 7? We apply our wizardry, peer into the table, and discover 5 times 7 equals 35. Can you feel the calculation power this multiplication table unlocks for us? Any tricky multiplication can easily be answered by glancing at the multiplication table. Can you feel the calculation power this multiplication table unlocks for us? Any tricky multiplication can easily be answered by glancing at this magic box of answers. Stuck on a math question? Let the multiplication chart work its magic. You all did an astounding job with multiplication today. We learned how the multiplication table helps us easily find the answers. Now you know what multiplication means, repeated addition, and how peering into each box reveals the solution. We battled brain-bending questions like 12 times 9. You worked hard practicing examples like 6 times 8 and 5 times 7. Thanks for learning and growing today. Let's continue building our calculation skills.